Hello, welcome back. It's so good to see you. So, today I'm going to share with you some items that I got for free. So, I went shopping with my mother in law or ex mother in law um, to the store place, I should say, that I've heard of, but I've never actually been to it. And when she found out that I've never been to it, she was like, "We gotta go." So we had to make a special trip. Um, and we spent probably about an hour in there just looking at everything. And I was putting stuff in the cart, like I'm just gonna buy this and buy this. We get to the checkout, and this lady's like, she checks out first, and then she tells the cashier, and everything in her cart too. And I'm like, "Are you crazy? Are you crazy?" And she refused to let me pay for anything. And I'm like, I felt really bad because I told the kids, just put whatever you want in the basket, I'll get it. And she just paid for it all. And I'm like, if I would have known that, I never would have put as much stuff in my cart. Never. So I want to thank my mother-in-law for all the free things, because I went on a shopping spree for free and didn't even know it until it was over. So, where did I go shopping? Well, there is this place that, like I said, I've never been to, but I've always wanted to go, but it's quite far away from where I'm at. But it's this big famous place, and I'm gonna say what it is, and you're gonna be like, "What is wrong with you?" But it is a gas station. I know. You always wanted to go to a gas station? Yep, because this is a special gas station. And I don't know if it's like started in Texas or what, but it is massive. It's massive. It's for like travel, people traveling and stuff like that. They have them in other states. I think typically it's in the South. Um, but it is buc-ees. I've never been to buc-ees, and I've heard about it since I was in high school because I used to see these people, not people, but like other students, wearing these shirts that had this logo on it, and I never knew what it was. But I'm like, all the cool kids had this shirt, and I'm like, what the hell is this shirt? And I didn't realize, I didn't learn what it was until my kids were real little. And it's because my in-laws, they do a lot of traveling, and one time on their way back they stopped by buc-ees, and they picked us up some snacks and like little souvenirs and stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's what this is. It's it's a gas station. And I was like, this is crazy. And everybody, if you mention buc-ees, they're like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. And uh, having been there now, I agree. It is amazing because they have all these unique, I don't want to say souvenirs, but so many things, and like local businesses sell their stuff in there. But also, everything is themed buc-ees. Now, a buc-ee is a beaver, I don't know why it's called buc-ees, but maybe it's Bucky the Beaver. I don't know. Which is funny because my kids, their uncle, one of my best friends, his name is Ethan, but he's always been such a country boy, ever since we met, that my kids call him Uncle Bucky. So, yeah, it's just a country type of name. Um, but I'll tell you that story when I get to a certain thing. Um, but anyway, so all their snacks and everything, it's like a gas station, except they have like 100 pumps, and then they've got the electric pumps as well, or the charging stations. Um, but they have all this local stuff, and then they have things that are Bucky themed. All their snacks are Buc-ees. And they have a bazillion drinks. It's like a wall of just fountains, like it's amazing. And then they do homemade potato chips, which are so addictive. Oh my gosh, my mother-in-law said, we are not leaving without those chips. You have to try the chips. And so we were all eating these chips on the way home. They make them in house. So when you get them, they're all like warm, and they're not overly salty. They're just perfect and they're real crunchy. And it's like the best chip, I'm telling you. So I totally get why she was hyping it up. But then they have this bakery and they have a fudge counter and they have brisket and chicken sandwiches and like all these different beef jerkies and anything that you can think of is there. They have a pet section, baby section, clothing section, housewares, everything. It's like, I want to say that it was probably the size of like a Big Lots or something. It was huge, huge. And I don't know. I was getting all kinds of stuff because I was just like a kid in a candy store. Like, what is this? What is this? What is this? So I'm gonna share with you the things that I got at Buc-ees. Buc-ees, Buc-ees, Buc-ees. Okay, now this I don't think is Buc-ees themed. Yes, it is. Never mind. But they had rock candy and they had all these different flavors, and a lot of the stuff I can't show you because the kids have already eaten it all. Like David, he got every flavor of rock candy that they have. But I wanted just one. But this is Buc-ee's rock candy and it is watermelon. It's just sugar. It's crystallized sugar on a stick, but it's flavored. So yum, right? And I really like watermelon. So I got that. But it reminded me, like when the kids were little, we actually made our own rock candy and it was really cool. Really, really cool. I do not have any place to set this. I'm going to have to just put everything on the ground. Yikes. Okay. Okay. This next thing that I'm going to show you, it's something that they are famous for. I don't know. It's just something that's really, really good. And they have all different flavors, but I got the original flavor. But after I ate it, we got 2 bags. After I ate some of the first bag, I was like, oh, I should have tried the other flavors, man. But this is Buc-ee's Beaver Nuggets. Buc-ee's Beaver Nuggets. These are so delicious. So delicious. I feel like this is too hard crinkles. I don't know. But this is Buc-ee. This is Buc-ee, this guy. Everybody had shirts with this logo on it in high school, but it was basically just the cool kids, and I didn't know what it was. And I'm like, I guess I'm not cool enough to know, but it's just when you go on a road trip, you apparently go to Buc-ee's. I never went on a road trip, so I don't know. But we made a road trip. The Buc-ee's that we went to was in Madisonville, Texas, which is about an hour away. But anyway, these, you can see them better from the side. They are these little, like, they're called nuggets. They're like these corn puffs, like Cheetos, right? But they are coated in this sugary caramel. So it's like a caramel corn crusted Cheeto. Now, I know that sounds bad. And I'm sure these are awful for you. Yeah. 2/3 of a cup is 140 calories. Shut up. We don't talk about it, okay? So delicious and addictive. I don't even want to open this bag. Like, I think I might even just give it to my dad because if I open it, I'm gonna eat the whole freaking bag. So I'll probably just give it to my dad. Unless I break down tonight and be like, no, I need it. I don't want to make too much noise. Okay, they also have No, I don't really care about this, but I wanted it just because it was like, I don't know. I just thought it was cool. David will probably eat it or something. But these are beaver buddies, and they're animal cookies. Animal cookies, and like there's Buc-ees like truck, little red truck, and I think these might be beavers. It says an assortment of 8 fun shapes with baked in sprinkles. Oh man, I can't really tell what they are. I just assumed that they were beavers, like sitting, standing, different things. I don't know. But they're just like the animal crackers, but they're Buc-ees style. It's almost like an Aldi or something, but like when you walk in, I don't want to say Aldi because you know how everything is like the Aldi brand and stuff like that. It's different. It's different when you're in Buc-ees. It's not like no name brand stuff. This is Buc-ees stuff, which is like top of the line, right? And it's like if you didn't understand the hype of Buc-ees or whatever, and you just went in, never hearing about it or anything, you'd be like, wow, this store is really conceited. But still, so I got those. And then this is very heavy. I actually got this from my mom, but my mother-in-law had already bought one because she didn't know that I had seen these, and she bought one for me. I don't know if I'm actually going to eat it because it's so massive. I think I might give it to my aunt or something. But this is fudge. There's a whole fudge counter, and they've got these massive blocks of fudge, and you can get custom whatever. But then they had these. It's just Buc-ees, but look at the different flavors. Look at all that fudge. That is a lot of fudge. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And they're all different. They're all different. They're so heavy. Does it say what kind? It's probably, oh my gosh, there's blueberry cheesecake fudge. Oh my gosh. The writing is too small for me to see, but blueberry cheesecake fudge? Heck yeah, man. Oh my gosh. So my aunt, I gave one to my mom, but my aunt is coming over this weekend or next weekend or whatever. So we're probably gonna have the one fudge for like little snack, and then give the rest to my dad, and then I'll give this one to my aunt for her to take home because she really likes fudge. Okay, this next thing that I got is for Ava, and I'm scared to give it to her, but hopefully she'll do well because she's allergic to everything. Now this is not a Buc-ee themed thing, which is probably the only thing here that's not Buc-ee themed. But this is something called Etta Says Eat Simple Turkey 100%. Oh, I don't like that. It says 100% freeze dried, never cooked. What's that mean? It should be cooked. 99.9% real turkey. What's that 0.1%? I guess I'll have to read the back. But no added hormones, antibiotic free turkey, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I'm trying to see the ingredients on the back, but it doesn't really say. So I don't know. But anyway, these are like little freeze dried bites. But I'm confused on. It says not intended for human consumption. Okay. No matter how good they look. To me, these do not look good. They don't look good. But yeah, it says, let's face it, we love our dogs. Yes, we do. And treat them like family. Yes, we do. What we feed them is important. Etta says treats are something that you can feel good about treating your dog 100% natural, no artificial, blah, 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 blah. Ava's allergic to everything, but she can have turkey and chicken. So they also had duck and I don't know, something weird. Some other word, maybe beef. I feel like there was some weird other animal that you'd be like, but they had turkey, so I got turkey for her because she's got to get a little treat too, right? So I guess maybe after she is done eating them, I can give a review if she liked them or not in the next or the next, depending on how long it takes her to eat these empties review. So I got those. Okay, now I have one more snack here and then we'll get into the other things. But I kind of want to try this, and I know you're going to freak out, okay? But it is Buc-ees peppered, old Western style, peppered beef jerky. What? And I know you're like, you're a vegetarian. What are you doing? I don't not eat meat because I'm like that kind of vegetarian. It's usually like a texture or a flavor type thing. But with beef jerky, if it's really hard and chewy and it doesn't feel like meat in my mouth, I will eat it. Okay. And I felt this package and this felt really hard. So I want to try it. My daughter, she actually got the teriyaki. She ate the whole bag. It took her like 2 or 3 days or something, but she ate the whole bag, and she gave me one of hers, and she's like, here, try this. And then I touched it, and I immediately was like, no, because it felt too soft. These don't smell good. I might be giving these to Emma. If I eat beef jerky, I usually like the peppered kind. These don't smell good. Let me make sure they're not expired. Expiration date. Oh, these say refrigerate after opening. I didn't know. Nope, they're good. Okay, so not expired. Just like this one doesn't smell bad, but like altogether, I'm not about that. Okay, so it's like peppered, so it's kind of spicy or whatever, but I like how hard that is, you know? Like, nope. That's going straight to Emma. Oh my disgust. That feels like meat. I don't like the way meat. There's one beef jerky that I will eat, and I have to order it on Amazon, and it's also the same beef jerky that David will eat, but it's a massive bag, and I really don't want to buy it. That's not good. I'm sure it's good for people who like meat. I'm not about that. The reason why I got it is because it felt hard. It felt hard, but what I'm talking about is the kind of hard that it's like, and you almost like rip your teeth out of your mouth. It's like cardboard, you know? That's not good. No. Okay, so this next thing that I'm going to show you is a coffee cup, but you know, I don't drink coffee. I drink tea, so I would be using it for a teacup. But I want to tell you a story, and I hope that it is not offensive. I hope that it is funny, because I think that it's funny. But I had to have a talk with my kids before we went to this gas station, because the gas station is called Buc-ees. I'm trying to find something. It's called Buc-ees, okay? buccees, buc-ees. So, about 6 months ago, they were at their dad's house, and we do not filter things for our kids. I never wanted things to be filtered. Like, they're allowed to watch whatever they want. If they need to express themselves, I will let them cuss, because to me, they are just people, and they're people just like you and me. You know what I mean? So I don't filter things, because I feel like when I was a kid, I was filtered and I was very ignorant to a lot of things, and that was not good. So I never wanted that for them. So I wanted them to be exposed to the world. We'll just say that. So there was a TikTok of an old man, and I don't know if you've seen it, but an old man, and they were driving past this gas station, and he had never been to it. And I don't know if it was one of his grandkids or somebody, they were recording it. And I guess they had stopped there or whatever, and he was saying he had never heard of it. So I guess he didn't know how to pronounce it. Okay? I'm going to say it just so that you understand what I'm talking about. But I had to have a conversation with my kids because we were going there with their grandmother, which she would have probably laughed and thought it was funny, but it's inappropriate. Okay? So there is the TikTok, and the old man says, he says it in a country accent too. He says, "Well, I guess we're gonna stop at buccees." What is buccees? What does buccees sell? Bussy, come on. So I had to tell my kids that I would murder them if they said that word anywhere near their grandma, just for respect. Okay? I think it's funny. I think it's funny. And so my son said it one time, but it was just me and him. Emma was off, you know, their grandma was somewhere else. So when we got home, I said, "I'm very proud of you guys for not saying the word," because they think that it's funny and they make fun of that word all the time. But they know not to say it around anybody, you know. But my son said, "Oh, I did. I just said it real quiet." And I was like, "What'd you say real quiet?" And he said something like, "Look at us, we're going in the pussy." Or something like that. And I'm like, I'm so glad you said that, like, to yourself or whatever, because uh, anyway, so I got this coffee slash tea mug, and it's a barrel, and it's got Bucky's face on it. When we got home, what did my son say about this? He said, "Mom, now you're going to be drinking a barrel full of bussy juice." What? Oh my gosh. Inappropriate. So now that's all I'm going to hear every time I drink tea. A barrel full of juice. Yep. That's my son. My husband showed them, not husband, ex-husband, ex-husband, their dad showed them that TikTok. So thanks for that. Anyway, so when I was in high school, I had mentioned earlier that all the cool kids, the kids that traveled, wore these shirts that I never knew what they were. Guess what? Now I have one of the shirts. So now I'm a cool kid. I'm one of the cools. Okay, so it's just got the logo on it. But see, it doesn't say Buc-ees. So it's like I had no idea what this was, where it came from, you know? Um, but then like years ago when the in-laws brought those snacks and those little beaver nuggets, I saw this logo and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is where the cool kids got the stuff." Uh, so anyway, now I have my own Buc-ee's shirt, so I'm one of the cools. Okay, this next thing that I got just for lounging around. But this is a Buc-ee's blanket. It's soft and comfy. It's 50-inch by 70-inch. And it's real soft. Real soft. It's got Buc-ee everywhere. So I got that. And then I told the kids there was this like, it wasn't an end table, it's like a center of all the Buc-ee stuff, you know, and it had all these stuffed animals. And I was like, you guys, because I was looking at other things, you know, I was like, can you go over to that table and get a stuffy so that Ava can murder Buc-ee later, you know? So I'm thinking that they were going to grab one of the little ones or like this, you know. No, they grabbed this one, this massive thing. I don't know if she's going to end up murdering it or making it her special friend. But anyway, he's got a little beaver tail. He's wearing a little Buc-ee shirt. See, he's one of the cool kids too because he's got the Buc-ee shirt. Anyway, so look at the little beaver teeth. Oh my gosh. So cute, so cute. So Ava doesn't know she's about to get this, but she's about to get some freeze-dried turkey things. And she's going to get to murder a little beaver. She has no idea how amazing her night is about to become. But anyway, isn't that a lot of stuff? That's a lot of stuff. And I'm like, we even got more. My son got all the rock candies. He got cotton candy. He got a massive Rice Krispie treat. My daughter got pulled pork and some caramel, salted caramel things, and something else. I don't know. But they already ate all that stuff, so, because I had to wait for the weekend to make the video. But anyway, isn't that a lot of stuff? And I was just like, lady, you're crazy. But I got all of it for free. So thank you to my mother-in-law, because amazing. Anyway, I really hope that you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.